Hey everyone, it's Vinny, and I am back with a couple of horses I'll be using on my tickets this Saturday 9/23 and Sunday 9/24 at Belmont at the Big A. It's going to be a rainy weekend in the Northeast, so I'm expecting no turf racing, sadly, but let's get into it. Starting with race number 9 on Saturday, I'm going to the far outside here with number 8 Set Sail for Belmont with Joel Rosario riding. This one has early speed, and speed is usually pretty good over a wet track. Cleanest horse usually wins these muddy races, and with all the rain that's expected this weekend, I am expecting the track to be very muddy. He's been running all right all year. He's finished third in his last couple races. This field is basically a field of horses who just are very camera shy. I'm hoping with the outside post and the early speed, Joel can clear the field early or at least keep this horse wide and not taking kickback. And I think he's more talented than most of this field here. So at 7-2 on the morning line, I think he's got very good value against this field. And if Joel doesn't immediately bring this horse over to the rail, I think there's a very good chance that Set Sail is just the best of this group. Moving on to race 10, it's a maiden special weight. And number 6, Tavin for Brittany Russell is an interesting one. First-time starter, has a couple of gate works, though, that are very solid, in my opinion. The last one went out of the gate for 4 furlongs in 48-4, which I know time's not the greatest time, but it's not the worst time. But did finish 3 out of 64 that day, which for a 2-year-old is pretty good. When you see 2-year-olds finishing that much better than more than a handful of others working from the same distance. I like that the horse has been able to get out of the gate. That was its 3rd gate work, actually. Sired by Gervin, I don't think this one will have any problems with the wet track. And when Brittany Russell ships horses to Naira, usually it means they're ready to roll. She doesn't usually, when she ships out of Maryland, she usually ships runners. So at 8-1 on the morning line, I think number 6 Tavin is well worth the play. I'm hoping that he doesn't get bet down too much. As long as he stays above 5-1, I'm going to play a win bet. The morning line favorite in here, the number 10 Book of Wisdom, could just be better than these. Has run second in both career starts so far. Earned decent figures. Nothing to write home about, and nothing I would be willing to take this horse at a short price on. But if the horse hangs around 7-2 morning line, it's another one that you might want to consider using on your tickets. Now on to Sunday's card, and I'm going to go right to race number 2, the Joseph A. Gemma Stakes for 2-year-old fillies, and the number 3 Caldwell Loves Gold here for Brad Cox is my top pick and going to be my single on my early pick 5 ticket. Horse is 2 for 2. Brad Cox has just been having a great year with these horses running at Naira. I don't have the morning lines for Sunday yet, but I would be shocked if this horse is not the morning line favorite or the post time favorite. The Mike Maker horse on the outside might take some money here, but I think the number 3 Caldwell Loves Gold is above and beyond the best horse in this field. Is going to be a single. Won't be shocked if the price is too short. So as a horse, you might want to just single in multis and try to get some value at what I think will probably be around a 4 to 5 price come post time, especially with a short field. Moving on to race number 7 here on Sunday, and with the strong possibility of the track still being very wet and muddy, number 4 Uncle Marty for Linda Rice just looks like a horse that I'm going to key in on here. Uncle Mo sired horse in the over a muddy track is already a pretty good play, in my opinion. Uncle Mo's run very good in the slop. This one is also out of a Bernardini mare, who is another sire who they just perform well over a wet track. Uncle Marty should really like it if this track is muddy. This field is not great, even though he's stepping up in class, but it is Linda Rice, and Linda Rice is just having an unbelievable year. Until that bubble stops, until that bubble pops, kind of, I think you just got to keep riding Linda Rice in these kind of spots. I don't think this horse will be overly bet. I don't have the morning lines again, but I'm expecting this horse to kind of be around 3 or 4 to 1, which I think is very fair considering the field. One more horse in here that I think is worth using underneath if you're an exacta or trifecta or superfecta player is the number 1 Boys Code. Always seems to run honest, finishes well, just usually not good enough to beat horses of this caliber, but should be a decent price. I would be shocked if Boys Code is lower than like 8-1 against this field. So could provide value for exactas or trifectas, especially if he runs as honest as he's been. But ultimately, my win bet will be on number 4, Uncle Marty, as long as he stays above like 5-2 in that 3-1 range. I think he's well worth a win bet. So these are my 4 best bets for Saturday and Sunday at Belmont at the Big A. You can find my other best bets and selections over at racingdudes.com on the best bets tab. I have been doing pretty well with the NFL so far this young season. I was 3-1 in the Thursday night game, made a few $100s betting on props for the 49ers. If you're interested, go take a look. If not, I'll be back next week with some more, I assume, Belmont at the Big A action. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track. Summer's here, our picks are heating up. We want you to join us in the fun. Subscribe to the Racing Dudes YouTube channel right now. Click the notification bell. You don't want to miss a single one of our awesome videos. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.